Okay. One more thing to do. Okay. That's all set up. We good here? Yes, we are. Okay. So, previously, and I have to turn down the gain on my mic. The last stream that I tried to do was such a freaking disaster in terms of technical difficulties and things that I just decided to give up halfway through. So hopefully this goes a lot better now. Essentially, I am in the middle of. So the. Whoops. Stop. Breakpoint. This is the game. It's a turn-based RPG, and the idea that we have here so far, obviously it's a work in progress, is we're working on adding more depth to the second player character, who's more of a fighter, when as the first player character is more of a mage, like spellcaster type. And so what I'm working on is giving him more special moves that you can use in order for your advantage. So, for example, let's get spotted here. You get into a combat arena. So right now, his special move is that he can move twice per combat scenario. He can move essentially anywhere on the map, and the idea there is that in combat he's going to be his whole thing is going to be about positioning to in order to set up later special moves. Right, in the spellcaster, it's very simple. You just cast spells, pretty simple. And so you can, if you move to a place where an enemy is, that enemy takes damage. Really simple stuff. So right now I'm working on sort of a spin move attack, so that he can damage all the enemies one tile away from him. Excuse me. So, where was I? Because I left off right in the middle of this. I added a thing to the configuration to say that this new spin thing is going to be a new type of spell where you don't need to do any targeting. Once you use the special move, it just happens. So, and then over here in the menu, I said if it's this special type of skill, then we just want that thing to happen. Okay, so let's see where we are with that. So unidentified turn action. Okay. So we need to import. Oh, my freaking tab key is stuck. That's no good. I need that. There it goes. Don't know what was going on there. Okay. Okay, how are we doing on Twitch? Can we? Okay, it sounds like the audio's good. All right. Bring OBS back up. Okay. So let's test this out. So we have to get into combat. Okay, they saw me. Do. Okay. Let's do add. Whoops. Add skill. Fighter. Spin. Can I carve spin to skill ID? Right, I have to add this as well as it being in the config file. That's right. So let's exit, recompile. Oh, right, because this isn't going to do anything yet because we didn't write the function pointer. So this switch statement is determining which function pointer we're using. So we are switching on skill handler. So where's that set here? Handler. Cast. Spin. So we need to go back to this enum. Add that. Then, where did that go? Here we are. So for now, you know what? Let's just write something which is empty. Let's just copy this. Okay, so we're not going to need a direction. We don't need the target. Oh, let's. Okay. So that should be good enough to get us going. Okay. So. Okay. So he has the skill. So I'm going to have him. Okay, so let's see. Go into our debugger and come down here and see if this is actually being called. It is. Fantastic. It's exactly the behavior that we want. So our menu modifications are working. So now we just need to write the actual logic here. So we're not going to do any animations right now because I haven't figured out how to do that. So we're just going to do the very simple logic. So the first thing we need to do is we need to loop over all of the neighboring tile positions. So I know I have this somewhere. I believe it's in the game map file. Here it is. So for each, and then we're gonna say hmm, what's the most efficient way to get the entities, only the entities which we care about, which are on that tile. Um, I guess if we just, hmm, let's. I know this is not so great, but from an outside view of things, this looks like an O of n squared loop. But I assure you, it is not, because um, well, it is an O of n squared loop, but it's guaranteed to be very small because we're working off a red black tree. in terms of which entities are at which locations. So, let's get that. So, entities at location. So, entities at location, game state dot position map, and we need tile position, which is going to be equal to our user's position. Tile position. So this is going to be world to tile position. So user position data dot world position. And then we're going to say tile position plus neighbor. And so we have our neighboring tile position. Forgot to put the underscore there. So entities at location. So now we have this iterator here. So we're going to say tree node. Hmm. Um, I guess we'll say if, you know what? No. Screw it. I'm going to use the same logic that we do for mouse targeting. We just have this function called mouse target, and it gets you at a location the most likely entity which you want to actually be targeting. So I'm going to be using that. Okay, so we want tile position plus neighbor again. So now we have this target. So we want to say take, well, no, attack. So what are the, so we want the game state, and then attacker is going to be user, and the target is here. Hmm. This is just the default melee attack code. Hmm. I don't think I want to use that. Well, it'll do for now. So we're going through and we need to say if target does not equal invalid entity ID attack. Return true. All right, let's see if that works. How are we doing on time? Okay. Get rid of that breakpoint. Okay. Okay, so he's going to jump in here. Then I'm going to use lightning bolt. Then, oh, forgot to give him the move. Spin. Hey, look at that. That damaged the webs on the floor. Crap. That's confusing behavior. So in this position, where the mouse is, and this position, well, all these positions here, the webs disappeared because the target function thought those were the target, so I can't use that function. So I have to come back here. Right? So let's go, how are we doing it in this function? Okay, yeah, I'm sorting it, so I have to make an array out of that. That's right. Okay. Okay. Um, can we do something as simply saying as has tag, then game state, entity manager, entity, and then entity tag, targetable. User, and then entity. Let's do that. See how that works. Okay, so give him the skill. He's going to jump over here. I'm going to cast. So spin. Hey, look at that. That did exactly what we wanted it to do. How about that? So let's play this combat scenario out as if I was actually a player trying to defeat it. Okay. So I'm going to pass turn, go to him, combust, get away from the thing that's on fire. He's dead. Oh, come over here. So lightning bolt you. Move over here. Have another lightning bolt cast so I can use that on you. Oh, I forgot to give him the thing again. Spin. Why did that not pass my turn? What the hell? It's not reducing my count either. It is so bizarre. Let's try to figure that out, shall we? Um, well, I guess I don't need that. Oh, I forgot to. Right. Duh. All right, let's try that again. All right, we're going to play this as if it were a normal combat scenario. Don't forget to give the player the move and come over here, and we're in combat. Okay, I am going to pass my turn, give it to him so that I can set these guys on fire, and the fire spreads, the fire rises, and then run away from the fire. Why did my why was my turn stopped there? That was weird. That was interesting. Is that played out in a completely different way than the previous run, which is actually very interesting and kind of what I want. Um, is that I think it's good that you sort of have to be adaptable to the changing conditions. So let's see. Try this one more time. Get into combat. Pass my turn. Give you fire. Okay. I think the combustion might be a little broken. Yeah. That's just freaking OP is what that is. Um well, there's a couple ways that we can address that. The first one is I was thinking of changing the spider AI anyway, such that there's sort of two. I'm stealing this idea wholesale from Dragon Age Origins. There's sort of two types of spider. The first one is just a normal spider, but it has a dice roll where it will web your area, and that will slow down your movement. And then there's a second type of spider, which will do an AoE move on top of that, which is just a damage over time area of denial sort of thing, which is a poison on the ground. And that way the it's not so easy to exploit the combustion. The other thing that was happening there, which allowed me to exploit the mechanics, was that the other spiders weren't notified. Um, so there were spiders down here, and then there were spiders up here, and they weren't. These ones seeing me didn't alert these ones up here. Now, hold on. Is there any way that I can fix? Because this is exporting at 30 frames a second, and my screen is at 165, so it looks really choppy. Uh, I guess I can't do that midstream. Oh well. You're just gonna have to live with the choppy. Um, I'm telling you, it does not look this choppy on my screen. Um, hmm. Let's try to fix the alerting issue first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna toggle the fog of war. Fog of war. Okay. So we can see what's going on. That needs to be fixed. The health bars are drawing at the same size regardless of your zoom level. Okay, put that on the bug list. Bug list time. It's a bug. Um, health bars are always drawn at the same screen size, regardless of the camera zoom level. Okay, back to the game. All right. Oh, am I not? What's happening? Oh, right. Because the fog of war is gone. Have to wait for every single freaking entity to move. Okay. So let's see what happens now. So let's. Are you aware of what's going on? I don't think so. Let's see. You are entity. So 3633. Oh, text message. Yeah. Um, we want to say toggle AI debugging. Do, 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 do. And now this is actually very, very slow. I'm working on it. What was that at? 3633. Oh my goodness gracious. Like 5 frames a second. Where are you, 3633? Do 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 do. Come on, please. 3633. I'm almost at the end. How could I have possibly missed it? I just I don't understand. Okay, well, that's not going to work. I think it's pretty safe to say though that these three spiders don't know that I'm here. So let's go over to the code which controls the alert when the player is seen. So I think that's over in turn actions, and then alert allies. Here we are. Okay, so that's drawing the thing. Okay, AI alert radius. So let's go to the config. So it's just a radius of 6 tiles. Hmm. I think what I'm going to want to do is the first thing that I thought of was like having a manual thing in the level editor to classify certain entities as part of a group of entities. And then when one of those groups see the player, then everybody sees them. But I'm thinking of other RPGs that I've played, and that's not how those work. I think they're legitimately based upon sound. Like I'm thinking specifically of like Bethesda RPGs. I'm pretty sure those are based upon like simple like audio sphere sizes. But then for something like Dragon Age, I'm pretty sure there's a specific combat arenas that they set up, and regardless of how far away you are, like once you're in the once you trigger the combat scenario, everybody knows that you're there, sort of thing. Hmm. For now, let's just try raising this to something like 9. Little known fact that Dark Souls is actually heavily audio based as well, the original. It's just that nobody uses the audio magic, so people don't really know that. Okay, so everybody seems to be do 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 do. You're not moving. Why aren't you moving? Okay, what's your ID? Let's go with 0065. Let's go to game. Go down where we're running the AI updates. And handle input. AI turn generation. Okay. Okay, here. So, game state, current. We want current actor. Looking for 0063. Did I get that wrong? 0065. Okay. So there it was. Of course. There are no conditional breakpoints in this debugger, I'm pretty sure. So you can't do that. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right. So step in. Okay. So the AI is actually getting called on this. So do we know the target position? Knows target position. True. So why aren't you doing anything? Cell phone webs is false. Next to target is false. Has webcast true. At desired distance true. Target on web's false. Okay, so has target in sight. False. Oh, I didn't account for the case when the AI knows the location of the player, but there's not currently in the line of sight. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Um, well, that's simple enough to fix. So this is the scripts file. We just have to come up here and add another condition that says has target in sight is false, and AI data dot knows target position, and action functions go to enemy. Okay, so now run the game. Get rid of that. Okay, so now come over here. Get seen. Are you? You're not doing anything. No, you all are not doing anything. Thought we had that. Okay, so you are 1137. So current actor. There we are. Step in. Okay. Knows target position is true. Okay. What? Target entity ID is invalid. So we're not. It's not doing the target acquisition for some reason. So I guess where are we setting this? Oh. Oh shoot. Okay. Just audit some of these other usages for a second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So um I refactored the FOV system such that when the entity sees um, the target is when the AI chooses that to be when it sees a player character, it chooses that to be its target. So when there's an alert that goes out, it's not properly setting the target. We just need to rethink this whole targeting thing. It's just no bueno. Because like right now, so I just have like because I think this is where we're gonna have to stop the stream. So I think I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a note for myself about what the problems are and what we're gonna work on. So come back over here. So this is note to self when you start next session. The issue is that when we refactored the system to set the target ID on the AI data, when the AI sees a player character, that means that AIs which are alerted but don't see the player are broken because the go-to enemy function requires a target. Okay. So how are we going to fix that? Well, the easiest thing that we could do for now, so stop gap measure is to set the target ID on alert to the same to the player character, which we need the alert for all alerted enemies. Or we can go more in on how to do general smart target selection for AIs. Okay. So that's a good starting point for the next stream. is fixing this issue. Let's commit what we have. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Stream's done.